Okay, so let's talk today about the cost of college. First, let's do a little bit of vocabulary that you will hear a lot of when you are getting ready to go to college and while you're in college. First is your tuition and fees. That's the cost of taking classes or courses at your school. Okay? You've got room and board. That's the cost of your meals or your meal plan and your housing. So if you go stay in a dorm, it's going to cost you so much per semester to stay at the dorm, and then you also have to purchase a meal plan. Books and supplies, that's the cost of your textbooks and other materials that you'll need for the class. And then you've got transportation and other costs, like the cost of gas and entertainment, eating out, laundry, all of those kinds of things that you don't think about needing money for until you get out on your own. All right, so scholarships, that is money given or awarded based on talents, grades, or other circumstances. So if you make really good grades, you might get an academic scholarship, or if you're an athlete, you might get an athletic scholarship. There's lots of different ways to earn scholarships. And then grants are money that's given, usually based on the student's financial need. So if you're going to college and you qualify based on your family's income, you can get what's called a grant. And that's just money that's given to you. You don't have to pay it back. But you do have to have a financial need in order to get a grant. Work study, that is when money that students earn by doing a job and that they are provided by the college. So a lot of students will work on campus and they earn money while they're working on campus. And then loan, that's money that you borrow and you have to repay a loan. Okay? You don't have to repay a grant, you do have to repay a loan. So let's look at this table here. We've got two different universities that we're comparing here. We're comparing Texas A&M University to Trinity Community College University. You'll notice that it's cheaper in tuition and fees and to attend a four-year university than it is a community college. A lot of students will choose the community college route for at least their first 2 years to save a little money. All right, so we've got this broken down. Tuition and fees for Texas A&M is $8,480. For Trinity College, it's $2,100 for 1 year. Books and supplies, a little over $1,200 here, $1,600 for the community college. Room and board is a little more at the 4-year. 1 year of attendance, $8,400, and Trinity College, $6,110. And you've got your transportation and your personal expenses. The transportation is probably far less at the 4-year college because you're going to be staying on the campus in a dorm and probably aren't going to be, using a car a whole lot to drive. Okay, so let's look at the questions. How much does it cost in total to attend Texas A&M University for 1 year? So we've got in total. That means all together. So that means we've got to take all of these costs and add them together. So you're going to do plus, 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 plus. So let's do that on our calculator. And you get 8,480 plus 1,272 plus 8,400 plus 500 plus 2,234. So we got $20,886 for 1 year at Texas A&M. How much does it cost to attend Trinity Community College for 1 year? So again, we're going to add all of these expenses together to see how much it is for 1 year. So 2,100 plus 1605 plus 6110 plus 2745 plus 1635. $14,195. So you can see the community college is going to be a little cheaper than the four-year school. Again, that's a good reason to choose a community college, at least for the first 2 years. All right, so Tanya is considering attending Texas A&M for 4 years to earn her bachelor's. How much would this cost? Well, it's going to be the $20,886 times 4 years, right? 20,886 times the 4 years, $83,544 to get a degree at Texas A&M. Tanya is also considering attending Trinity Valley for 2 years and then A&M for 2 years. How much would this cost? So you're going to do 20,886 times 2, and you're going to do Trinity for 2 years. So 20,886 times 2, that equals 41,772. And Trinity, 14,195 times 2, 28,390. So I'm going to add these together to get the total. So 28,390 plus 41,772, that equals $70,162. So you can see you save quite a bit of money if you do a community college first. How much would Tanya save by attending Trinity Valley for her first 2 years? Well, this is how much it costs to go to A&M for 4 years. This is how much it costs to go there only 2 years and start at Trinity. So you would take the difference between the two. So I'm going to do 83,544 minus 70,162. Going to save $13,382. Quite a bit of money you save by going the community college route. All right, so the last question says Trinity Valley Community College is close to Tanya's home. Her parents offer to give her free room and board and to pay her transportation costs for the 2 years that she attends Trinity Valley. How much money does this save Tanya after 2 years? So 2 years at Trinity Valley cost us right here, right? So 2 years at Trinity Valley, all expenses, equals this number right here, times 2, 28,390. But then her parents say, hey, if you go there and save me some money, then we don't have to do room and board. You can stay here, and there will be no transportation costs. So that means we would take out this and this, right? So we would subtract $6,110, and we would also subtract $2,745. Subtract both of those. Oops. So you can do it one of two ways. You can either start with your total amount, 28,390, and subtract the 6110, and then subtract from that the 2745, and you end up with $19,500 You could have added these together, 6110 plus 2745. You're going to subtract 8855 from this. 28,390 minus the total amount you're subtracting. 28,390 minus 8855. Still get $19,535. So this is how much, it's still not my answer. It says how much does she save? So you started with this much. Actually, we're going to save this much right here. This is how much we saved. You saved $855. This is the cost after savings. And that's it. These are all things that you'll have to consider, you and your parents, when you are making a decision about college. And that is it for this lesson.